learn his lesson because every child is not the same.
That's right.
So he had wisdom enough to know the difference between this son and the next son. And so he didn't have to give him his portion because it wasn't due to him yet. But he gave it to him so that his son could mature. In verse 17, it says that, but when he came to his senses, he said, how many of my father's hired workers have food enough to spare, but I am dying from hunger? So we know that his father was a provider. He was able not only to take care of his household, but his servants.
Say that.
And a provider is a person that provides something. And we often get this mixed up in that in order to be a provider, that you can only do things financially. But some people provide for people spiritually, emotionally, being there when they need them. There's different ways to provide things for people.
Amen.
So he was a provider in the sense that he was able to financially take care of his household, but as a father, you also need to be able to provide emotional support for your children and your family, just mental support, because sometimes people need somebody to talk to, so you just need to be there.
Amen.
And just be there for them. Sometimes people just need you to be there to listen. And so as a father, you have to know how to provide different things to different people because everybody is not the same.
Amen.
So verse 20, we know that the father is forgiving. So he got up and went to his father, but while he was a long way from home, his father saw him, and his heart went out to him. And he ran and hugged his son and kissed him. So even though he knew that his son had mishandled his money, even though he knew his son had, in a lot of ways, probably tarnished his name, I recall Pastor saying that when the son did this, he didn't only hurt the family, but he hurt those connected to the family, the neighbors, people in the community, because I'm sure his father had a good name because he had slaves, so people knew about him. So when his son went out and did these things, I'm sure people was, you know how people talk about, did you see Boo Boo over there? She was on the corner working the street.
Yes.
Oh, Lord, she a hoe. Look at
Yes.
Boo Boo's son and went to jail again for the third time. So sometimes our actions cause us to reflect negatively, not just on our family, but it reflects on those who know us.
Yeah.
Because people begin to talk, and then a lot of times what people do, unfortunately, is that they like to clump us all together. If one person bad, then everybody who connected to that person is bad.